And that's where the rage begins. Look at me just trying to jump, and I'm just so frustrated. But don't worry, you won't have to watch me go all the way back. It's gonna stop sometime. And there it is. There we go. There we go. Just trying to collect some zenny and happen to fall off. Stupid gravity tricks are for kids. I eventually, like, I don't think it's, I think it's way later, but I get, like, a setup on my booster part, and it's really, really good. Like, except for Rapid, because I more or less gave up on Rapid. Because I don't care about Rapid. Well, it's a really good setup. I don't know why I never used it before. I don't even remember what it was, but it was a really good setup. Didn't really take a peek at the end of this video or anything, but I'm not sure where this video leads, but I'm thinking that I finish this place, / I hope so. I can't really finish this place because I don't have the drill and I don't have the spring shoes, which are two of the things you need to have to finish this sub-dungeon. And actually, now that I'm remembering, I do in fact finish it. I start the next main dungeon. I escape. Yeah, that was the first sub-dungeon that you went through to save the man with snakes. And another time where I wish I had my jet skis. That'd be great, but I don't. Got skates. Ski skates. I'm getting a little tired right now. It's like 3:23 in the morning right now, and that's not as late to me as you might think, because I do night shifts for work, so this is like just nighttime for me. This is like, Joe, it's getting late. You should pack it in and go to bed. And I probably will. They did in this game they did a lot of things that I felt was a little contrived or just not necessary. And the first one is that bird noise. That noise. I was outside my house while I had this game paused, and you could hear that bird noise from outside my house. But you couldn't hear any of the other noises. That bird noise is so loud. And it's very repetitive. I mean, by like the third time you'll be like, hey, I heard this already. There we go. And then the other is the actual birds that are on the ground, and then if you're walking near them, they fly off. I like what they were trying to do. They're trying to make the world seem alive and stuff. And I like how it gives you an option here. Continue on or leave. What?
I've come to back you up, Megaman.
I don't understand why it even gives you the option. That's like the only time it says, do you want to keep going or do you want to stop? It's like the only time, and I don't know why it asks you.
Just a little bit more, Megaman. We're almost there.
We're almost there. It almost pisses me off sometimes. Like,
if you get in trouble, use the car as a shield.
Yeah, that's like the whole reason why the car's here, is so you could use it as a shield. And if you have even the teensiest bit of skill in this game, which you need to be able to play the game, then you really don't need to, because you already dealt with this stuff in the earlier part of the game, so you really don't need that. And I know the real reason why the car comes during this part is because you can get here earlier in the game, this particular area, you can get here earlier in the game, but they don't want you to actually get into the dungeon over there, so they set up a gate, and what they do is like, hey, we can get through that gate. I think Roll ramming into it with a junky car would do the trick. But she could actually run you over. And she'll be like, I think she says sorry. She might say sorry. She ever says sorry or watch out, Megaman. And, thanks, Roll. I'm glad you ran me over.
Huh? There's a fence. I'm gonna ram
I also like how
Megaman.
horrible, like, she must have very, very, like, horrible vision. Because, I mean, she didn't even notice that fence until it was right in front of her. Just, whoa, whoa, a fence came out of nowhere. It popped out of nowhere, it's just... Now, this is the first real dungeon you do. I consider it a real dungeon. Some people don't because it doesn't have a boss in it, but I consider it a real dungeon. Because you have to collect keys and stuff like that, and all the good dungeons require you to collect keys. But there's no boss, which I think is fine, because we just fought like 4 bosses, like,
Can you hear me,
yeah, like
Megaman?
4 bosses, and I
I'm
think we
picking
just
up
need to take a quick
high-energy
little
readings
break
from
from the
close by.
bosses.
It looks like it's a refractor.
But this is a dungeon where you get
big
the
one,
item you
too.
need to make the spring shoes, so this is like one of my favorite dungeons, because
Is
it's,
the refractor shield?
you know, where you get one of my favorite items in the
Most
game.
high-level refractors are... You'll
There's some
have to
kind of
look for the
shield. Yeah, that's great, Roll.
It's probably hidden...
Somewhere nearby. Like, what does nearby mean to Roll? Like, does nearby mean in that longitude and latitude, or when someone says something's nearby, I consider it in the same room. Now, in this area is one of my least favorite Reaver bots in the entire game. I say least favorite because they always scare me so much, and it's those green ones on the bottom. I don't know why they freak me out, and I get so scared of them. I think it's because they run fairly fast, and I'm just like, oh god, get up, and they jump. But it's still just not even, like, really they're not too difficult. Like right there, I was like, oh god. But just in all the Mega Man games, those things that like type is like red ones, and there's invisible ones later, and oh my god, the invisible ones. That was such a horrible idea, and it gave me nightmares and stuff. It's just, right now I'm so scared. I'm like, oh god, I'm on ground level with this thing. Kill it. And I felt so safe, and I think there was another one. Maybe not. Yeah, there's invisible ones of those ones later on. And it's so scary because you're just walking around and you'll hear them walking, and you'll be like, oh god, where are they? And then you get hit and you're like, oh, cool.
Did you find anything? I'm picking up a faint signal.
And this is also the first place that
must be the
tries to
starter key.
set the keys just kind of
Keep
lying on the
looking, there's
ground.
probably a few more lying around
Like,
somewhere.
if you kind of see this game as a whole, it almost feels like a beta for the second game. Like, they tried a ton of things, like, and this is the only dungeon that makes you do actually pick them up, like items, like Senny. So it's kind of weird. Well, every other place doesn't do that. I don't know what I'm doing right now. And I'm running out of time. But we'll continue this place and hopefully get to Uptown, my favorite place, in the next episode of Megaman Legends.